Welcome back. You tuned into another episode of Caution Zone, episode 6. Here with your boy, Uno Not the Dose. As always, to get started with the music is, of course, the Drake Laugh Now, Cry Later, Drake and featuring Lil Durk. I'm fucking with that, John. It give you old Drake vibes just off the beat. Of course, Drake gonna give you outstanding metaphors every time. Just a good feel on the song. A lot of people, and I agree, that Dirk verse should have been a lot longer. If anything, he should have did most of the song. Like, we love Drake already, but Dirk is in his lane right now, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He can't miss. The streets. He got the streets for the most part. I know I said Rollo and Atlanta rappers got the streets, but Dirk is definitely like a big part of that too. You can't forget a lot of Chicago rappers, even Herbo, even Keith. Keith started a lot of this shit, so you know what I'm saying. I feel like Dirk verse should have been a lot long on that joint, but even with that being said, it was still a good song. It was. I still listen to it every day. Of course, the radio playing it nonstop, so that's a major hit right now. If we wasn't in COVID-19 days, this shit would have been a smash for the clubs and all that. Like, Young Boy dropping the track Casey Talk, a smash. Of course, Young Boy don't miss either. Like, and I said before, like, Young Boy could say the same thing on every song, but he learned a way to switch it up, man. It works for him. You know what I'm saying? It definitely works for him, man. I like this genre. Then you got the Dolph album, Rich Slave. Dolph back, man. That's all I can say, man. We've been waiting on Dolph. Dolph definitely back. He did a Breakfast Club interview, and they asked him about a few things that I ain't gonna cover. You can watch that interview, But Dolph is authentic as it come, and it ain't never really for me. It ain't never really about the lyrics or none of that. When it come to Dolph, it's just about the message and just the realness that he gonna bring behind what he trying to portray. It's still trap music, but Dolph is like in a different lane. He up there with the Gucci's and the Jeezys right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm riding to that. I'm riding to that until I don't know who else drop. Well, until No Cap drop his deluxe album. I don't know when he gonna drop it. I know he put out on his IG like, should he drop a deluxe? Of course, that means he got music for it and he's able to drop one. So if he do, I'm gonna be waiting for that. And of course, No Cap, like I said, is in my top 5, top 10 if anything. But and of course another one that's in my top 10, Money Man. He said he dropping Epidemic Deluxe. So. For anybody who ain't already hit the Money Man, definitely go tap into that. Like, if you ain't already heard the regular, the first Epidemic, that shit was going. I feel like with Money Man, you can learn so much from Money Man. He be ahead of the wave a lot of times. Like, when I'm listening to him, he talking about shit that I don't hear other rappers talk about till 2 albums later or to the next summer. So I'm like, damn, this nigga Money Man, y'all like. He be on this shit, he ain't really mainstream like that, but I mean, I think he had a few songs that probably went like, big, but at the same time, he just one of them rappers that consistently give you good music, and you go, like I said, learn shit from him. You can't learn shit from a lot of rappers. There's only a few of them out there that's really talking about something, so yeah, I can't wait for Money Man to drop that joint, man. That's definitely gonna probably be right to my playlist. They dropped the list to the Double XL freshman. Well, I don't know everybody that's on it to keep it 100. Like, a lot of, and it's always like that for me. Every time they drop the list, it's the ones that most people know about, and then it's the ones that you gotta be fans of to know about them. So but from the people that I know, they got Polo G, Rod Wave, and the Lee Chopper, Lil Key, Cowboy, Fabio Farm, and others. So no disrespect to them, I just haven't heard of them. It was a few female artists in there, but again, I just haven't really heard of them, or it ain't came across my eyes for me to even, be able to go tap in. I mean, now I'm seeing their names, I might go listen to them, but, you can't listen to everything. So, but I like this list. Like, I mean, I don't know whether it's fair to do a list because it ain't a lot of shit going on, like they ain't able to perform and all this other things, so, but pretty much I like this list. I mean, I feel like some of them could have been on there last year, of course. It's a good list, though. I watched some of their freestyles, well, at least the ones that they put out already, in Elite Chopper. Of course, he fumbled a little bit, I feel like, on that, but, Chopper got a lot of charisma and shit, so he's an entertainer more than I feel like he's a rapper, so you still gonna get something from him. Polo G did good. Like, Polo G rapping the way that, like, he keep his same flow, which, of course, other people get picked on for having the same flow all the time, but he got this pocket where, like, he can do so much with that and just give you good, solid bars, and every time you gonna feel them, like, you know what I'm saying? So I like Polo G. I like this freestyle for the freshman cover. Gearing up with the football season, I seen a video of them showing Alex Smith, I guess posting just him being out, playing with the kids and everything after all these surgeries and everything, man. And it's crazy. They talking about he may make a comeback. I don't know, man. That's crazy. I don't know how mobile he gonna be able to be, if they even gonna. Of course, they probably gonna like put him in a rotation or something. But that's crazy. The injury that he had is like one of the most fatal injuries in the NFL, man. So just to even see him recover from that and be able to walk again is like that, man. So shout out to Alex Smith. Shit, I'd take him over Kirk Cousins any day, man. Of course, I'm a Vikings fan. So, but Kurt decent, man. I ain't gonna get too much into that because I'm gonna wait till the football season get closer. And I'm gonna be, y'all gonna hear my thoughts on that. Moving into mostly opinions segment. So I'm on IG. I don't even like to shed light on a lot of things like this, only because it's like, that's what they want too. So they want the exposure. I ain't even nobody to push any type of narrative or anything like that. But I'm just going off the scenarios to speak on this in a different sense. But Lil Baby's like, baby mom, apparently, I don't even know if that's really his baby mom. Like, 'cause again, I follow the artist, which is another thing I can't stand, that people, even like the people that artists deal with, gets clout from just dealing with them. Like, now all of a sudden they celebrities, they able to do fashion deals and all that just because they with somebody, which is, I mean, cool. Yeah, you get to capitalize if y'all really holding each other down, but not just because of the simple fact you with this person. So, but she apparently wants a car from Lil Baby. Like, he owes her one, or said he was going to do it, and her and the kids is going back and forth on Uber and shit. And it's like, my whole thing is like, you got to pick and choose what you want from a nigga. Like, if you put a nigga on child support, and it's not saying he don't have to love his kids and do what he want for his kids, but that's for his kids. Like, he do what he want for his kids. Like, and he's paying you. That's what you asked him to do. Like, I don't know if that's their situation. I'm just saying for anybody else, he's paying you. You want him to pay you. You went through the court system to make sure you got some money. So it's like, why all of a sudden you want to? Because all you posting that shit is not gonna get you nothing. It's just trying to tarnish the nigga name for the next person that want to deal with him, or any type of business he got going on. You just trying to tarnish the nigga name. Now that's never the way to go. Like, So I'm like, what do you want? What more do you want from a nigga when it comes to that? Like, because maybe if you never went through court systems and all that to try to get child support, y'all probably could have worked something out. If y'all could have been called you but he not dealing with you no more. Of course, he's an artist. If we talking about Lil Baby, he's an artist, so it's like you might get some envy because now he blowing up even more every day, and you know what I'm saying. So you saying that, but even for the average nigga, you know what I'm saying. You see him, he happy with somebody else. You see it like, okay, he taking care of their kids and shit. Like they might have kids, she might have kids or something. And you feel like, oh, he playing house over there, but he can't do what he's supposed to do for his kids. Nah, he can't do. It feel more like, nah, he not doing what he's supposed to be doing for you. Like you want him to be on your time. You want him to, you know what I'm saying. It's more you want from him. It's some type of, it's a stigma there, and you using the kid as a pawn. Like, and of course I feel like that's an ongoing thing in the black community. It might be in every community, but as far as, you know, growing up black, you see it. You see how manipulative women can be, and even men sometimes. Of course, I'm not only trying to jump on women back, but it's like that type of shit is the shit that kills me, and it make you, pause when it come to even dealing with somebody, because it's like, is this person gonna do this? Is this person going, when shit not going right for them, is they gonna do vindictive things, spiteful shit? You know what I'm saying? Because that's all it is, and it ain't hurting nobody, of course, but the kids, but. A lot of times the kids, depending on the age or what's going on, they don't really see it. They don't notice it until they get older. But that situation was like, I don't know, just tighten up, be adults sometimes, man. Have a conversation, man. It's not hard to just, people don't, when you have a conversation, listen and then respond. You know what I'm saying? It's not on gotta be no back and forth shit, because you have a conversation with so much animosity and shit. Another topic on mostly opinions, and just, again, these my opinions. So I was talking to one of my youngins, you know what I'm saying? He saying, oh yeah, man, like when my man blow up, he better look out for me, you know what I'm saying? He better do this and that, I'm like, what, like, I mean, okay, it's two sides to that. That's your man. Depending on how much I've been through with each other, I can understand you feeling that way still. But in life, general, nobody owe you shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you can't expect nothing from motherfucker. Nobody obligated to do anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how much you've been through. Family do worse shit than motherfuckers than, of course, your friends sometimes. So it's like, how can you even say or feel that way, feel so strongly? Like, and for me, a nigga that say some shit like that is like, nigga, what you think you gonna do if the nigga don't do something for you? Like, you feel so strongly about, nah, he owe me. We didn't slept in hallways together. We done been trapped out. We done got locked up together. All this, the nigga owe me. So it's like, yeah, let him feel that way. Let him want to do that for you, but don't have it in your heart that he owe that to you. Like, you play your part as a friend. If you don't get the don't, it's nothing you could do about that. If you don't get nothing out of that, it's nothing you could do about that. It's, you was the best person you could be to that person, and leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? You work on how you gonna get to where you going, because now it also feel like you hoping on success off another motherfucker's game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, as soon as my man make it, I'm good. Like, nah, like, how about as soon as you make it, y'all both good, or, you know what I'm saying, y'all make it together, you know what I'm saying? So that's like a lot of people be entitled to shit, man, and don't ever feel like anybody owe you shit, because that, believe me, that'll push you to get to where you want to be way faster. Like, if you not dependent on nobody, you know you got to go get it on your own. That's gonna making your decisions a lot easier, because now when you do got somebody helping you, it's not like it's the extra factor now. It's like, okay, this person helped me, but I know I could do it on my own still, type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, whether they help or not, you still gonna land on solid ground, type shit. Rod Wave been going crazy on PNB Rock for saying, rappers is too sad nowadays, they depressed. Rod Wave say put an address on it, you with me? I don't think it's gonna be too much back and forth with that though. It's just the topic of the fact that is music actually too sad nowadays, and I'm like, I could say we always had that type of music in the flow of hip hop and rap, You know, I can't think of any specific artist that people would say was sad all the time or whatever, because of course when you start saying that nowadays, people think of Rod Wave. And I don't. I'm gonna say right off bucks, I don't feel like it's nothing wrong with Rod Wave music. Like that's you need that type of music. Like motherfuckers don't talk about that shit enough, and that's what music is for. It's an expression of how you feel, or of course trying to make somebody else feel the same way you feel. So a lot of people can't do that. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I love all the trap artists, and they don't. It ain't a lot of substance with that shit. It is a lot of feel good type of music, just vibing type music. But when you get the actual shit with somebody talking about something you can relate to, you can't discredit that and say, oh, niggas is too sad nowadays or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you could even say Pac had sad songs, but motherfuckers is not gonna say he was emotional and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because he showed so many different sides. So it's like, of course, I feel how Raw Wave could feel a way about that, and again, I feel like you need that type of music right now, like in the mix of all the shit that's going on. Like basically, you saying you want him to be like everybody else, like, and it's not even saying that he talking about him, because he could. It could be a subliminal. It could be anything. He could just be saying that. He could be talking about a local rapper he know, or whoever. Piggybacking back on, feeling entitled and all of that. Like,
Something you ain't
but
right.
like
Like
I
I
was
don't want you
watching the
around me.
Dolph
It's
Breakfast
like
Club interview,
it's something. I
and
cut you off for not taking care of your
you
kids.
know he was saying like, man, I cut you off if you ain't taking care of your kids, and I could feel him on that. Like I'm that type of person too. Like if you ain't doing what you supposed to be doing for yourself, like if you being wrong to motherfuckers you shouldn't be, all type of just it could be anything. Just because you're not doing them things to me, don't mean you won't eventually do them to me or something. Or I can't sit around and condone the shit you doing. So you almost enabling a nigga to keep doing the shit he doing, because you not telling them, even if you is telling them like, man, you shouldn't be doing the shit you doing, or whatever, or you need to get your shit together. That don't mean a nigga gonna listen to you. So you know what I'm saying? The only way is to cut a nigga off, to show a nigga, okay, I ain't gonna be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be a part of what you got going on.